BagFuel, baby.
Man, he got questions for us too, man.
I said, go ahead, you start.
Yeah, let's start it off, B. Real shit, let's have fun with it.
So I can interview y'all?
Yes!
Go ahead, bro. I told you I came in here drizz. I'm ready to go.
Understand
I need
something.
I'm ready to go.
For the sake of decency,
Yes.
I have some questions.
Go for it.
First off, I told this gentleman, when it was first announced that y'all launched your own podcast, the way that it was portrayed online was as if y'all did some backdoor shit. I did a live stream and I was misinformed about certain things, especially you. I knew of his credentials from thisis50.com, but I wasn't aware of your storied career, right? But I wanted to ask you guys, did y'all have intentions of leaving BagFuel the whole time? I mean, leaving My Expert Opinion and going to do this the whole time?
Nah, we was doing this already. If you look at the first show that he was ever on, I tell people this, I was sitting down on the side with a mask on.
Okay.
And at the end of the show, Math asked him, is there anything that you would like to promote, Hynaken? And he was like, BagFuel. And Math was like, BagFuel, BagFuel, BagFuel.
Right.
It was
On camera.
On camera.
Yeah.
It was already going on. See,
And that was on My Expert Opinion,
the first
episode 1?
The first episode he was on. I wasn't on it. I was just in the.
That was September 2021.
Got it.
Hynaken,
Yo,
anything that you want to promote?
make sure you check out BagFuel, man. Myself and my partner Esso, we just giving the real. We talking about the business. You know,
That's funny. You should have brought him.
he's right there, man.
Oh, shit.
He always look different, yo. That's it's the hair. You know what I'm
Got the
saying?
mask on, you been sitting quiet.
I was just sitting there, and he asked Hynaken, "Where's your partner?" And Hynaken was like, "He's sitting right there."
Right.
And they was like, "Well, why you ain't say nothing?" I said, "Because I do relationship shows at the time."
Ed at the table, he was with.
I was doing 8, and Hynaken would always be there with me, but he would never say nothing.
Okay.
I wasn't on camera, but we support each other, bro.
Right.
So I would get my own shine. So when I went with him to the show, I was just like, I'm just gonna sit there and keep him company and let him get his own shine. Because even when they were saying so, I was like, yo, I'm not here for that. I'm just here to support him like he support me.
Okay. When this was launched, why was it, I don't know, people's perception online was like this was a double cross. Like y'all used him for a springboard, but like I said, I knew who he was from This Is 50. And if someone was misinformed like I was,
Yes.
it could look like y'all used Math to
On a surface level.
launch, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's
No,
how
you wanna answer?
that's how it looked online.
You want to answer?
No.
Ain't that how it looked
No,
online?
I'ma
I mean,
say-
did people was people saying
I'm
that?
gonna say why I was dumbfounded. You answer, but let me say why I was dumbfounded. I was already on relationship shows going stupid
Millions
viral.
of views.
Okay.
Stupid viral on relationship shows to the point that when women were seeing me, Hynaken thought they was gonna pee on themselves.
Yeah, it's up. His wife was like, what's going on?
When I was doing relationship shows, this was real shit.
Yeah.
When I came to the show, what's Math girl's name?
Jenna.
Jenna said to me, I know Jenna's name, I've just been drizzed. I told you that from the beginning.
Okay.
Jenna said, we know we have to pay you because she knew me from the other show.
Okay.
And you know when people do content, well, you didn't know about us, but most people that do content, they know other niggas is doing content whether they're blown up or not.
Okay.
So he knew we had BagFuel. So when he asked Hynaken where his partner was, he was referring to BagFuel.
Yeah, this is all on camera.
This is all on
not
camera.
made up.
All right.
Right?
Is there anything you promoting, bro?
BagFuel, Hynaken.
BagFuel. And go check it out, man.
BagFuel, we just didn't have the direction. We had went viral. That's part of pot, and I always tell people.
Yeah,
that.
that's
So noise in the back is
it's
part of
all
pot.
authentic.
Right? It's authentic. Right. So we literally had BagFuel already, and we had went viral on some shit.
We was on Shade Room
on
with
some
Trina.
Nicki Minaj shit with Trina.
Yeah.
And
we had Neo was one of our first guests. This is all documented.
This was all documented. This was
We was
well
on Hot
before
New Hip Hop.
This was well
This
before
is 50 was posting us up.
We was on other platforms, but it was just working its way around.
Yeah.
Right.
Hynaken, you got anything coming up?
BagFuel, you know, always
BagFuel.
Yes, and then
Hynaken and Esso.
Right? When we got to that platform,
it's diesel fuel.
and what happened was it was just a synergy. We had the man that could film it.
Space Ghost.
We had the music business aficionado. We had the content aficionado. We had Math Hoffa, we call him the battle rap aficionado. And we would have Mecca, who was the rap aficionado, the backpack rap aficionado. And then we had Bigger that was talking about God.
Right.
So then you have a melting pot of people, and in the melting pot, I was the one that everybody was like, yo, you're fucking bugging. Because I would argue with him, I would argue with him. I'd be like, this isn't how this go, because I was coming from a mainstream rap or music business thought process.
Got it.
Publishing deal,
Right.
major record deal, radio guy, promo run, you know what I'm saying? That's where I was coming from, and they wasn't coming from that. So I think that people was a little bit confused at first, but then when they got it, like it was when, and I'm gonna say it on camera, it was when the people like the flexes started being like, yo, this nigga knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I started to get that.
Then people started saying, well, if this nigga, then another nigga would be like, a music exec would be like, yo, he was really with us.
Yeah.
Then people would be like, you was really there? Yeah, I was in the trenches. I really managed Rock Wilder. I really managed Maya. And then they couldn't discount what he did in content because it was in your face.
Right.
Then you couldn't discount what Ghost was doing.
Yeah.
Or
His
everybody
history-
else's shit was in your face.
Everybody's history was like, oh shit. It's like, I can't discount what you've done on YouTube, what you've done in the streets. It's like, it'd be like, you're playing yourself. And that's really what happened.
Got it.
And for the general public, it looked like we came out of nowhere. And then as they figured out, oh, these niggas is legitimate, it started offending them. Because then people was like, other than 21 Savage, and I still had a link to him, everybody that came on the show, we had a connection to, for the most part.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah,
I
we had a
knew Young Berg. I was there when him and Mano finally had met after the whole incident. And I was like, yo, that shit was crazy. It could have went left.
Right. That's all I have for now. Everything else I'm gonna say. I'm gonna save.
So what about you? Because when I follow you, you be saying some blunt, wild shit
Yup.
on your gram.
Yo, you know what he said?
What?
He said, I don't really like a lot of media
I
personalities.
don't.
I don't mean neither. I don't fuck with these
Yeah,
niggas.
yeah.
See a lot of nigga shit.
I don't fuck with these content niggas. Like, I don't even watch content, bro.
A lot of low vibration.
I don't even watch content. But with you, with the shit that you be saying, when you say it, I'll be like, okay. And I'm gonna ask a question like, where the fuck is he getting his money from to be just like, yo, fuck everybody. I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Merchandising. I got two clothing brands. PA Knit. You might have seen a lot of people
Yeah,
working the
the hats.
crochet. Made a lot of money from that. I'm on my third album, the Pillmatic series. I'm a published author. I just was in my first movie with Luke Steffen last year.
Salute to Lou.
I got my own podcast. I got the YouTube money. I got two websites. I got the horror copy CDs. I'm a hustler, man. So, in addition to that, I was a star basketball player growing up. So I came into this shit with my nuts hanging. Point guard. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a point guard too.
Yeah,
So
you already know what time it is, man.
That's probably why we bought that point guard mentality.
That's what it is, the point guard
Where you
shit.
from though? Where you from
I'm from
originally?
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you from PA? Okay, you know I'm from Southside, but it's a basketball. I tell people like basketball, nigga, we different. You know what I'm saying? Like we did it different. I came from playing baseball. I stopped playing baseball because it wasn't no bitches there.
Yeah.
It was the bitches.
Basketball players was the only niggas going neck and neck with the drug. Yeah,
Yo,
we was
bro.
we was fucking the same bitches and shit like that. Yeah, hell yeah.